Today's daily LeetCode problem of the day is maximum score from removing substrings, number 1717. For this problem, we're given a string s and two integers, x and y, and we can perform two types of operations on any number of times. Remove the substring ab, which gains us x points, or we can remove the substring ba and gain y points. So this problem is a stack and greedy problem because we want to take the most points first before we take lesser points. So we want to take as many BAs, because in this case y is more. We want to take as many BAs as possible before we take ABs per se, because giving us BAs or having BAs gives us more points. And theoretically, taking ABs would make BAs, but taking ABs would only create more ABs in this scenario. So for this problem, we're going to first determine if x or y is greater. So if x is greater than y, then we're going to return a calculate function, and we're going to pass it our string a, b, and the points x and y. Otherwise, we are going to return calculate s, b, a, and y and x. So in this function calculate, we're basically going to calculate first the scenario that we have a and b's. So we want to find as many ABs as possible, and that's going to give us x points. Then we'll pass it back to calculate, and we'll calculate how many b's and a's there are, and that'll give us y points. So we'll have a private, and this is going to return integers function called calculate. It's going to receive a string s, character first, because this is the first character we want, character second character we want, and int points, that's the points we're going to receive, and int next points, because that's how many points we're going to receive next time we run it, when we have BA instead of AB. So in this private function, we're going to have our score we're going to keep track of. We're going to have the second score for the BAs or ABs, whatever comes second, and then a string builder remaining. That way we can track what characters and letters were removed, because in this situation we are removing whatever characters we select. So we select this BA gets removed. String builder allows us to do this. Then we're going to have a stack characters, because that is the goal of this problem, is to use a stack. It's going to be a new stack. Now we're going to iterate through our string s, and to do that we are going to turn it into a character array. So for each character c in s dot to a character array, so it's going to iterate through each character. If our stack is not empty and the top character on our stack, so we'll use stack peak, is equal to our first character, and C, the current character we're on, is equal to our second character, then we found a pair. What we're going to do is add our points to our score, and we're going to go ahead and pop that character off, and that basically gets rid of that pair. We got rid of that pair of characters. Otherwise, we're just going to stack.push C. So we're putting whatever character we're on into our stack. Once we go through each character in our string and find all of our pairs and remove all those pairs, what we're going to do is turn this back into a string. So while stack is not empty, while our stack isn't empty, we're going to do remaining.append stack.pop. So we're going to pop each character while it's not empty and append it to our remaining string. Now remember, this is going to be backwards, but that's okay for now. So our stack is now going to be a new stack. It's completely empty. And then we're going to iterate through our character C. So because this is backwards, now I'll say we were looking at X. So we're looking for ABs. Now that this is backwards, all the BAs that were left over from this are now ABs. So we're going to go. So because we are popping, so we're taking our stack, we're popping it, this automatically is going to reverse our original S string when we're making our remaining string. Because of this, let's say X was greater than Y. So we were looking for the AB strings. That means that X is equal to AB and Y is equal to BA. Now, because we reversed whatever was left, we got rid of all of this. We got rid of all of the X is equal to ABs. So now we're only left with needing to collect our Y's are equal to BAs. But our string is reversed, so now all these BAs are equal to ABs. So we just need to go through this again and calculate our next points. So what we're going to do is for char C in remaining dot to string dot to char array. Seems tedious, but it gets the job done. And all we're going to do is simply copy exactly what we did before, but instead of our first set of points, we're going to use next points, add it to our score, and we simply should be able to return our score. So if we run this, passes our test cases, and if we submit it, passes our solution. There are better solutions, but these don't use stacks. They're just, I think these are dynamic programming. All right, now for Python. For this problem in Python, we're going to use a helper function again. So we're going to define a function remove. This is going to remove all of our either ABs or BAs. So we're going to pass it our string, our first variable, our second variable, points. We're going to define a stack, which is going to be empty, score, which is equal to 0, and then we're going to go for each character in S if stack and stack of -1 or equal to first and character is equal to second. Then we're going to pop whatever's on top of our stack. Score is going to plus equal our points. Otherwise, stack is going to simply append whatever character we were looking at. Then we can return and join together our stack. Otherwise, this is our string builder and build our stack, as well as our score. We're going to pass down our score. Then going back to our original function, if x is greater than y, s comma score 1 is equal to remove, and we're going to pass it s, a, b, and x. And we could copy this. Simply just change this to score 2 and swap this with b and this with a and this with y. Copy this again, and then we could use an else, control paste it, and simply swap our b and a. our x and our y. Then we can simply return score 1 plus score 2. So if we run this, passes our test cases, and if we submit it, we pass all solutions. So thank you, and follow for more daily LeetCode solutions.